a fake Twitter just to do it. You know what I mean? So
Oh, okay.
he had like 5 followers. 2 of them were other Jimmernam alts, and the rest were us watching him. So it's not like he really did anything with it.
Okay. What was the
Yeah,
Twitter handle? Is it gone
it
or is
was
it still up?
it's gone. I reported it, but it was whatever what the fuck guy's legal name is. It was his just full name was the Twitter handle, and it was a picture of
Yeah.
him. But then his like display header was one of Ian's wedding pics, and then yeah, he kept posting pictures of Ian's family from his Facebook and stuff, and acting like they were his own family. It was just really weird and creepy. But yeah, I only feel bad for Jimmer because now the war is just gonna go on. It's not
It's
like he
just gonna
got
get
to
harder.
anyone. Yeah,
Yeah.
no one's getting like swatted or pizza sent to the house because of that.
Yeah.
But even if he did, Jimmer's streams are like a bunch of little 13-year-old Reddit kids.
Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah, it is really weird. I don't know why he's
Is
so
Ian
mad,
Ellis
dude.
his real name?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's what he uses as a stage name when he does comedy, so
Oh, yeah.
makes
Yeah.
sense. It's not like he really has anything to hide, but I mean, I don't use my real name just because I don't want people doing exactly that, going like messaging my cousins or my sister and shit like that. But really, it's
I'm
just
more
because I
afraid
don't
of
want them to be
doxing.
harassed. Yeah, I mean, it's like CEO
No, not
says, like
doxing.
I don't really.
I'm terrified of swatting. I got stuff in my house.
Yeah, that
I
sucks.
can't get swatted. I'm going to prison if they swat me.
Yeah, that's true.
And so that's the only thing I'm ever afraid of.
I mean, that wouldn't be cool
I mean,
to deal with.
if you doxed me and like you called my family members, that would be mildly annoying. Like I don't want that to happen. I definitely don't want. I got pretty
Right.
female cousins. I don't need Sam Hill messaging my cousins,
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. I just don't want them to have to deal with that. I'd be embarrassed more than anything.
Yeah, I would. There's only like one friend in real life that knows about like this whole world of mine. Like,
exactly.
It's definitely embarrassing. It's not that them.
Yeah, that's like what Kyle, when Kyle is getting on Keeble, he's like you where's your girlfriend at? You don't ever have a girl around. It's like, honestly, I would never tell a girl I'm talking to that I watch this, Kyle, because that's embarrassing. It's embarrassing that I participate. It's a guilty pleasure of mine.
The only thing I can do, like when I was dating Constance, or like whenever I do hang around with some of my friends and they kind of hear me like checking in on stuff, I just go like, look guys, it's like, it's this, you didn't listen to Opie and Anthony. It's this whole blue comedy thing that you guys, unless you know like these East Coast comedians, like I don't think you're really gonna, I try to just minimalize it as that.
I just
We're
tell
all
people
fans of East Coast blue comedians, and so we have our sense of humor over here is really fucked up. Like really
I
fucked
just
up.
tell people I'm really into podcasts, and they're like, "Oh yeah, like I've heard of some podcasts. Like, do you listen to Joe Rogan?" I'm like, "I'm way more into podcasts than you are. Let's just leave it at that. let's just dead it there, because I don't even want to get into it with you, bud."
Yeah. I think the only people I don't really have too many like, say my friends are like they're liberals. They're definitely not liberals, but I think most of my friends are more liberal leaning. Even if they don't know it. Like I could if I had like a woke conservative friend, I would totally show them like, look, this is what we do. But like my kind of like liberal hood friends, they wouldn't get it. They would be like, what? Like, bunch of white boys saying nigger? Like, what are y'all doing?
Right, they wouldn't get that, but then it's funny how like a lot of those people don't understand how much they actually would agree with this stuff if they just gave it a chance.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Because all my friends, bro, like I'm not even like on the fence about it. Like I'm kind of not cool with like trannies and shit. Like I think it's weird. I think it's a creepy, sneaky shit that guys do. Yeah, I'm not.
Yeah, hell yeah.
I'm not cool with it. But like, I've been in situations where like your hood friends will be talking about like gay people and trannies, and they'll be doing it in a way where even I'm like, dude, calm down. Like, they're people
they're
too.
Real bad. Like, bro, seriously, bro. Like, if my kid had like a gay teacher, bro, I would have to like maybe kill that teacher. You know,
Right.
like, yeah, yeah, they same
Exactly.
thing. Yeah, they believe the same thing.
And then so I'm like, you really you relate to me on a lot more stuff than you think you do. But it's just a couple things that like you said, like if they heard white people on here like Ross saying the N word, they'd be like, what are you
Yeah,
listening to? But it's like,
immediately turned off. Yeah,
yeah,
but
it's
it's like,
like those
nah,
are the guys that believe what you
you have a
believe.
closer moral compass to these guys
Mm-hmm.
than the other people that just claim to. All you hear from the other people is Black Lives Matter, and to you that's just enough. Like it's somebody
Yeah,
fighting for you.
it's a
But if you get
catchphrase
in,
and shit.
but if you got into both the or codes, you realize you side way more with like almost conservative. It's that book. That book. What is it called? Like Street Niggas and Country Rednecks. Like they're basically the same. No, they're basically the same people. First,
Yeah.
they like big women. They tend not to get law enforcement involved. Like violence is a reasonable problem
Response.
solution.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's reasonable. They generally distrust the government. Like they don't like, they're super paranoid of the government. They don't like gay people. They're mostly Baptists. Like like hood niggas and country boys have like way more in common than like
Yeah,
some
dude, like
liberal college
I
kid
know
with dreadlocks.
like where I live a lot cuz the people that live in like the normal people in America aren't like what I think the media displays,
No, yeah, no.
but people believe the shit on the media. So like all my friends are like, yeah, fuck Trump, and if you're a Republican, you're a Nazi. But then at the same time, they're like, yeah, if a faggot was ever
Yeah, yeah,
around
yeah,
me, bro, I'd beat the shit out of him. You're like,
yeah,
whoa.
yeah,
those are
yeah, yeah, yeah.
those are kind of conflicting morals.
No, what it is there's a difference between your opinion and a received opinion. There's opinions that you have yourself, but then there's opinions that you've gathered from the culture around you, and you're kind of mindless to it. So you're just
Yeah,
saying
and
that,
when
like, why don't you like Donald Trump? He's racist. I go, guys, this is a millionaire guy who lived in New York City. Like, he didn't grow up in like the butt fucks of Kentucky. Like, he's a New York City guy. Like,
like,
how racist can he really be?
like you think he doesn't want to like you think if it won't make him money, he wouldn't sign a deal with someone who was of a certain race. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
he-
yeah, yeah.
he's not greedy and racist. He's got to be one or the other.
Yeah.
Doesn't help him.
But then
none
what
of
makes it hard? What I hate about the SJWs, it's kind of like when CEO calls people pedophiles. It's almost like, but there is some racism. Like I'm not all the way in with Republicans. Like cops
Right.
can be fucking racist. There are
Exactly.
people who don't want to sign over houses to black people. That does exist to some extent. But it's not like I'm so sick of all the fucking lecturing. There's this Facebook page called Rainbow Muslims, and all they do is just lecture Americans all day about being tolerant to Muslims and gay people.
Whoa.
I'm like, yeah. I got on there. I was like, yeah, Americans, let's stop, cutting off the heads of people who believe in a different version of Islam than us. Let's stop throwing gay people off of buildings. Oh wait, never mind. That's not us. That's Saudi Arabia. But no, keep lecturing one of the most tolerant countries on the planet.
Yeah,
Yeah,
well,
we're the
it's-
problem.
Yeah,
That's like with
and
us in the immigration thing. Like we taking mad immigrants, and like we still get the shit for being racist. It's weird. You
I
watch the
hate
queer kid stuff?
I hate how people will like they'll preach to you and stuff like that, but it'll always be like a college girl, like, you know what I mean, like a fucking someone that just sits inside all day and watches.
Watches these videos
Yeah.
and parrots them.
Like, I've beaten people up for being racist, and then you're gonna tell me, that I need to work. It's just so weird. Like, where are you coming from to even speak to other people like that? It's never someone that actually has to deal with it. A young white is being like, you need to practice acceptance. It's like, what do you know? You're accepted everywhere you go.